Hiya, so in my last video I explained to you the 3 things why programs are important. And in this video I'm going to go through how you do it. Just a simple program, it's a 20-day program for a quick kitchen replacement, and I'm going to show you how to build the program up. So this is my board I've got already up. We've got a kitchen program. We've got 20 days, 1 to 20. You could do this at the actual days of the month, but this is just a nice simple 1 to 20 days so you can work out how you do a program. So the first job on any property when you're doing a refurb or a renovation project, the main one is to get a demo. So this is when you get all the kitchen unit out, you get all your tiles off, your wallpaper off, flooring up. So the first task is a demo. So everything's there, it's a blank canvas. If you're doing a full refurb, you've got lots of other things to do, but if it's nice, just simple kitchen program, and then we're just going to take out the kitchen units, wallpaper, wall tiles, anything that's built in, so we've got a nice clean canvas for the next trades to come in. So which next trades do you reckon are in next? Well, I always send in first the plumber. So the plumber goes and does his first fix. Plumber first fix. So he goes in, he's got, or she, they've got the carcasses to do, so you might be changing things around. You might be, if it's an old property, it might be just got a sink unit, you might be adding dishwasher, washing machine, various other things. You might need some water going to a new fridge maker and fridge freezer. You might be just changing the situation of the sink and everything, so there's lots of things that might need to be done. So you want to rip all that out. If it all gets ripped out and just put back to the stop tap so you can get your plaster, get some water, then so be it, and we'll pick that up later on. But you might be able to get everything in place. If things are going to get covered, you can plaster around it, ideally get everything back to the stop tap with just a spout and a tap for the plasterer, and then you've got a blank canvas, and it's not going to be looking a mess behind the washer space and behind your dishwasher space, and you have to go and patch in that afterwards. So the first one to get in after your demo is your plumbing first fix. Then the next stage is your electrical first fix. So they need to go in after the plumber because they need to know where the plumbing things go. So number one, if your boiler's going in the kitchen, they need to know exactly where the boiler's going so they can put the power to it, because electrical items, you can generally put them anywhere. The boiler is a very critical way you can put that. There's lots of regulations where that boiler fluid can go, and in the kitchen you're probably down to one little area that you're going to be able to get that kitchen in. So you need the plumbing first, so the electrician knows exactly where it's going to go with all these items. Same with the radiators, they need to know where the radiators are going so the sparky doesn't come and put their sockets and everything in the way of the radiators. So that's your first 3 ones. After you've got those done, then you can get your plaster in. So hopefully you've got some water on the property so the plaster can come along and get all their work done. Ideally these have all left it nice so they're not getting issues, and the plaster can go in and do their work. So the next one after plastering is we have a drying time. This is very important, so when the kitchen gets fitted, the walls and everything's all completely dry, because you start fitting base units and wall units on wet damp plaster, in a couple of weeks, especially in the winter, you're going to green mould and black mould in them units, and you're going to have to take them off and throw them away because they're no good. So it's important you get them nice and dry. Depending on what time of year, if it's the middle of summer and it's lovely 20 odd degrees, then it's going to dry a lot quicker. If it's in the middle of winter, it's going to dry, it might take you a week or 2 to dry that kitchen out. So it's important that you do allow for the drying time. So the next one, after the drying time, it's all nice and dry, we can fit the kitchen. So the joiner can go in, he can get his kitchen units done, he get skirtings, architraves, might be able to get some boxings done. The plumber might need to go back in next, but before he can box every pipe in. But the next one is to get the kitchen fitted and get the joinery work done. And then after that, we can get the plumber in to do his second fix. So there might be bits of pipe work that you couldn't do with the first fix. You needed kitchen units in so you can get some pipe work done. There's always some reason why they can't get everything done. So the plumber needs to go in, he needs to get water onto the sink top, get the waste in, because the follow-on trays are going to need some water down there. So it's important that we get plumber second fix in next. You might need to get the joiner back in to do some boxing in, but that's the next one to do. Then after we've got the plumber second fix done, we have wall tile. If you're in wall tiles, if you're in splashbacks, the joiner might fit them when he's doing the kitchen. But on this one, we're going to get some wall tiles done. So your tile's going to come in, get your wall tiles on, and same with the plastering. They do need to dry a little bit, depending on what time of year it is, before we get the next person in, which is your electrician again, to do his second fix. The electrician will probably want to do the second fix at the same time as the first fix to make it easier for them. Do not, under any circumstances, let them do that. It's just going to make it harder for this person and also this person. Your plaster and your wall tile are going to struggle. They need all the cables in the nice little back boxes, curled inside the boxes, which is critical. So the plaster will come along, he'll cut out around it, because if the cables are just sticking out, the plaster will think, well, Sparky's not bothered, I'm not bothered either, I'm just going to fill his boxes with plaster. And then the tile will come along, the cables are all out of the way, or the sockets are hanging off, they're in his way, he can't work it, so he'll go, well, I'm not bothered, so he'll end up breaking something, or pulling the socket fronts off too much and pulling cables out. So you must get the second fix done electrical after the wall tile. So depending on what time of year it is, your wall tiles might not have gone off properly, so we can get the second fix done, get the sockets back to the wall, but just not nip them up tight enough, because you might just break or kink a tile in. Just leave that. You might just have to go around at the very end a week or so later, once it's all dry, and just get those socket fronts and switch fronts just nipped up so they are tight. So after we've done the second fix electrics, then we're going to have a bit of plaster patching. So if everyone's done the job right and there's no mess, which I very much doubt, you won't need much. It might actually be a little bit of filler. Sparky might have got a socket not quite right, you might have to fit the kitchen and move things because things don't quite work out as they will when they first started. So there's always going to be a little bit of plaster patching. So if you're programming it in, you might be able to do the electrical second fix in the morning, and then it might only take you half an hour to do this. So as soon as he's finished, you can jump onto that, but we'll leave it a day for this. So then after that, you've got your plaster patching, you've got your decoration, and then after that you can do your floors, and then you might need to send the joiner in just to rehang the doors if there's been a bit of an issue with the doors being lowered down. So that's roughly, we've got a 20-day programme. We have there a list of the trades on this quick programme, and I'm going to show you how we work out what's happening. So the first one, we've got a demo. So on the kitchen, you should be able to get your kitchen ripped out just in one day. It's not a very big kitchen in this instance, so we can have one day for our kitchen. And then we've got the plumber. He can come along the next day and he can do plumbing first fix. Should only take a day. Electrician, sometimes if we're going to take floorboards up upstairs, that might take electrician a couple of days. So it's important you get these in on separate days. Don't try and get these all in together. Try and get them in separate days. You've got 2 days for your electrician, and then the plasterer can start. So this is the end of the first week. So then the second week we can go to plasterer. We'll probably still have to go in on the Monday, get everything done, and then we're going to have a couple of days of drying time. Middle of summer, so we've not got an issue with drying time. It's going to dry within a couple of days, and then we can get the kitchen units fitted. If it does dry quicker, we can maybe pull the kitchen unit in, get the joinery a little bit earlier. So kitchen is going to need a couple of days to get the units in. I keep saying he might be a female, you never know. And then that is the end of that week. Then we have plumbing second fix. So depending on how the trades are, you might be able to get your plumber in while they're doing the kitchen. We're going to give them a separate day, so they're not on top of each other, so that can happen on that day. Then we have the wall tiler. So wall tiler, he'll get their work done on a day, depending on whether you can get it dried quick enough. This one again is the middle of summer, you can get your electrical second fix done. And on this one we're going to go in and plaster patch at the end of the day, so they're both on that same day. Then we've got decoration. We are going to have a bit of decoration to do. So in this one we'll say 3 days for decoration. Should be sufficient, and then after that we can get the floors down, and then after the floors have gone down, the joiner can go in, adjust the doors if you want to put some curtains up, any clocks on the walls, anything like that. So that shows you, in this one we've gained a little bit of time, we've managed to get it down to 18 days, aren't we good? So we've got, that's your list of trades. You know what order they're coming in, they know which day they're going to be, how long they're going to be in it before the next one comes along. And in this one it took us 18 days, so we've shaved 2 days off. So this is a quick demonstration on how you can do a program, how you need to work it out logically. If you want a template of something like this, I can send it to you via email. If you want to message me, let me know what you want and I'll send this through to you. So I hope you've learned a little bit of something, learned a little bit of knowledge. Use it if you can, and I'll see you later.